I want to show you something called the lust cycle. So the first thing that happens in the lust cycle is you see something. So it's just a glance, it's just a video, it's just one night, it's just scrolling through fitness pictures on Instagram. It's just a novel that you really love the story, but it's got literary pornographic scenes. It's just that TV show that everybody watches and you genuinely love the storyline, but if you're honest, those pornographic scenes entice you. It's just a glance, and then your brain gets hit with the love drugs, dopamine and oxytocin, and that's followed by the crash of guilt and shame, and you want to be done forever, and you swear to yourself, I'll never do this again. I'm done. This isn't who I want to be. But then maybe you get triggered in a moment of exhaustion or a moment of anger, because then comes the pestering, right? Until you tell yourself, I'll just do it one more time, which is always a lie. Because by definition, whatever you feed grows and gets stronger. It will never just be one more time, because then the cycle starts over again, reinforcing the neural pathways in your brain again and again and again, until one day you try to shake yourself free and realize you're more stuck than you thought. One theologian said it this way: sin will take you further than you wanted to go, cause you to stay longer than you wanted to stay, and make you pay more than you wanted to pay. And man, the reason this is just like so tough is for so many of us, this started in innocence, you know? It was a trauma or abuse or a moment or even like a movie scene. And then I remember that moment for me. It's like before you even knew it was a drug, it just had you. And God is righteously angry, but not at you. At an enemy who has taken a beautiful gift from him and perverted it and distorted it into a weapon to steal and destroy the lives of his children. And if you hear nothing else today, you hear this: God is madly in love with you. You're not too far gone. He's crazy about you. You're not alone, and you're not a bad person. You're just stuck. So let's get you unstuck, because God still has better for you. Look at me. He still has better for you. I don't have to know your story or where you're at with all this to know what Scripture says. God has better for you. His vision for your sex and intimacy life, because porn maybe has wired your brain to lust, but now God can rewire your brain to love again and feel passion again and zeal again and get your heart back and your mind back again. But Romans 12, verses 1 and 2. This undoes the lust cycle. So we talked that, but now let me introduce you to the love cycle. That's better. This is the love cycle. Number one, you live in the light because God can't bless who you pretend to be. And then you get a better vision, so you've got reason to fight for freedom. And then you live unreasonably in the world's eyes, because only the unreasonable men and women will truly find freedom when it comes to this. And then you lean into God's love. And as you offer your body as a living sacrifice, you let the love of Jesus transform you from the inside out. And you keep going and you keep fighting and falling forward and picking yourself up, because what was once impossible for you on your own no longer is when Christ is in the picture.